Hello, my name is Padmini Pandit and you are watching I Have a Question, a series of very informative, life-changing conversations that we will be having with some of the yogis, some spiritual beings, some enlightened beings, some passionate people about life, its ways and beyond. Well, before we begin, I would like to give you a quick recap of what we have done so far. In the very first episode, we learned about Vedas. We tried to understand how karma functions and how we can use it for our own benefit. In the second episode, we learned about value-based parenting, which can help us build a better generation, a happier generation, a generation full of sorted adults. Well, today, in episode number 3, we will be talking about something really important if you want to apply what we have learned in episode 1 and what we have learned in episode 2. In fact, we're going to talk about something which forms the basis of anything and everything that we do. Yeah, right from waking up in the morning and going to work or studying, going to the school, meditating, spirituality, traveling. You cannot enjoy any of it unless you have a healthy mind and a good body. Now, when I say a good body, do you visualize yourself with six-pack abs or like a bikini fit body walking on the beach? I'm not too sure if we can call it a healthy body. It could be not. So then, what is a healthy body? We asked this question to Hong Kong people. Yes, we went out on the streets and we asked them, what do you think is a healthy body or a good body? And this is what we got.
Hi, my name is Chloe and I'm big on skincare, so a good body to me is one with healthy, clear skin.
Healthy body means to exercise daily and to also keep my mental health healthy, because if you're not mentally healthy, then you're always going to be stressed and you won't going to have live a good life. Yeah.
I think a healthy body is mean no illness and can help me to solve different problems, such as taking the healthy things or doing exercise.
What does a healthy body mean to you?
I think healthy body should have a good shape of me and then have some muscle or not too much fat on my body.
Good exercise, and it's better than playing computer games. I like stay outside, don't like stay at home. Yeah. So yeah, they're like
healthy body. I think you have to have a healthy social relationships. Keep a regular exercise activities. Yeah, I think it's quite good.
To me, a good body means a healthy body, and that's the reflection of your healthy lifestyle. And I love to take care of my body because that's the place where I live.
Well, to me, I think that it doesn't depend on whether or not you're fat or skinny. As long as you're eating healthily, it's as long as you're eating happily and you're not eating too much or maybe starving yourself, I think overall you're healthy.
Yeah. Right. So what do you think is a healthy body or a good body?
I think maybe got abs and not many fats, they're very slim and has a slim body. Yeah.
Well, this is what Hong Kong thinks. But what exactly is a healthy body? To find out more and to learn and explore more about ancient Ayurvedic wisdom, ancient Vedic wisdom, we have with us today Jeenal Mehta. Thank you so much, Jeenal. Thank you so much for talking to us. Jeenal is a co-founder and director of Wise Living Yoga Academy in Thailand. She has been practicing yoga for many years. She is a yoga therapist and she has been conducting workshops all over the world, teaching people about yoga, Ayurveda, about vegan diet lifestyle. So, Jeenal, my first question to you is, what is a good body?
Well, a body that is guided by a mind that is full of clarity, focus, a mind that is gifted with intelligence that is not destructive, but creative, productive. And then this body would be useful for the service of mankind. This body will not only be helpful to others, but to yourself. This kind of a body is essential in today's world.
That was deep.
So whatever we do for the body, whether we wake up early, exercise, eat good food, take care of ourselves, it should be done with this intention, this awareness, this mindful awareness that I have to serve. I have to serve each and every day. I have these arms, these legs, these eyes, this entire body is so much capable to work for the entire life. And when you work with this purpose, with this intention, you can change the world. You can eradicate a lot of problems from the world. Poverty, hunger, diseases, crimes. So we need this kind of a body.
But then what about the physical fitness part of it, because when I was learning yoga, this is what I had, my teacher had told me that first take care of your body, because if you don't have this, you cannot do anything for the world, or even for your own parents or your own children. So talking about that aspect of yoga, I would like to ask you a question. These terms, yogic diet and Ayurvedic diet. So I'm not too sure if it is one and the same. If you could just quickly tell us if they are different, even if they are not, if you could just tell them what kind of diet is that, we will be very grateful.
Okay. See, the base, the roots of Ayurveda and yoga is in the Vedas. So Ayurveda and yoga are like brother and sisters, or two sisters or brothers from the same family. So there are a lot of similarities. If you want to know more about yogic diet should be sattvic in nature. It's a Sanskrit word. A diet which is sattvic means which contains the sattva element, means that this diet would help you in your path of yoga and also help you in your daily duties and activities, because practicing yoga means to live life with awareness, and your body is nothing but a modification of food that you eat. The wheat or the rice that you ate today in the morning has become a part of your body, and it has become a part of your intelligence, isn't it?
True.
So eat that kind of food that will help you to become more mindful, aware about your duties in life, about your own body, help you to take care of your family and of others, and also help to take care of your own health and your own life. So a diet that will help you to reach a higher level of consciousness and awareness. So a sattvic diet is a plant-based diet which has all the goodness, the vitamins, minerals coming from fruits, vegetables, grains, pulses, different herbs and spices, everything that is plant-based and not coming from anything that has animal fat and protein in it. So nothing from the animals. This is a pure sattvic diet. Today people call it as vegan diet as well.
Yeah. So that brings me my next question. I was really wanting to ask you this question desperately because I love ghee. All right, I just love ghee, and my great grandfather was a Vaidya. He was an Ayurvedic doctor as well. So I have been hearing a lot of these. Don't eat onions.
Right.
It is not sattvic. Don't eat garlic. It is not sattvic. These kind of things I've grown up listening to. So ghee is a very important part of Ayurveda.
Right. Certainly.
Yeah, and I've always heard, my dadi would always tell me that it's the sattvic food,
Right.
even milk for that matter, all milk products. So then how come you're promoting veganism when you're so much into Ayurveda?
Right. In the Vedic times, when we were not obsessed with materialism, when capitalism was not there at all, it was a very healthy society. It was a psychologically sane society where people respected each other. Not only that they respected each other, but they respected nature, animals, all the five elements. So in that time, the cow was also considered as a very, very important member of a family. And imagine a family of 10 people in those times. People would live together in families, 10 people, 20 people would live together. And we used to follow, in the Vedic time, our ancestors used to follow primitive agriculture. It was not monoculture. So they would grow yams and different crops, and they would feed the family through that. Now imagine that there is a crisis, a calamity, a famine, and at that time there is nothing available to eat. So in order to avoid malnutrition, they would take a little bit of the cow's milk after the baby calf has already satiated himself or herself itself, and then the family would take that milk, dilute it with water, and then share it amongst themselves to avoid malnutrition. And that was out of a symbiotic relationship that they had with the cow. The concept was completely ecological, sustainable. But today I don't know what is in that box. That box, which we call it as box of milk, is filled with so much of cruelty, because that cow has gone through so much torture. She has been put in a small space, confined. She's not happy. Her calf has been taken away, and that she's given hormones, antibiotics, and actually the lifespan of the cow is 20 to 30 years, something around like that. And these cows, which are put into such horrible conditions, they just have lifespan of around 5 to 6 years, and then after constant regular insemination, their udders are bleeding with pus and blood, and this is all contained in that milk in the box. And we don't want to have such things anymore put in our body, which is filled with such energy that comes out of cruelty. So we avoid milk completely. In fact, I would say that avoid completely, not only for ethical reasons. Of course, ethical reasons should come first in your list. Well, that is my personal choice. But even if you want to remain healthy, you want to avoid cancer, asthma, all these diseases, you must avoid it. Now in Ayurveda, milk is considered as a medicine. Okay, and medicine should be only taken in small quantities. So ghee or yogurt or milk has to be only taken in small quantities when needed, when a person is sick. So yes, in Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna has very much mentioned about ghee. In certain Ayurvedic scriptures, it is mentioned about ghee, but in extremely small quantity, and see that it does not come out of cruelty. It should be your own cow. You should be taking care of the cow, not torturing her, not inseminating her. It is almost like raping the cow and then taking out this ghee and depriving the baby calf from its birthright to have its mother's milk. So we completely avoid milk due to these ethical reasons, because yoga has its foundation in yam and niyam, which are the very important aspects of following a proper yogic lifestyle. Without these principles, we would not be able to teach or learn yoga.
Yeah, I completely agree with everything that you just said. I was a vegan for about an year, and it is not easy, especially for somebody who loves milk and milk products. So then, what is the practical suggestion? Because again, if I'm going to switch to almond milk or any of those marketed drinks, I don't believe they're healthy. Nothing comes without preservatives. So what do you have
There
here
are
to
a few
compliment?
things. First of all, people must learn to cultivate compassion and put themselves in the shoes of others. When you are not the victim, you can make many excuses. But when you are the victim, you would understand what is suffering. Okay. So imagine these cows who have to go through these tortures. So try to educate yourself, do some research, that is first thing. And then develop willpower and commitment and discipline in life, that is the second thing. And the third is that try to be creative. Find out places, today we have technology, we have social media, so connect to such people who can help you, motivate you, inspire you. There are many Facebook groups, vegan groups, there are many health shops, vegan shops around, many products around. So be creative, put in a little bit of effort and believe in what you're doing. Once you have that intention, once you have that faith, once you have that commitment, things will start happening. You will get that emotional energy, you will get that motivation to follow in something that you really believe. Otherwise, our whole life will just go in making different excuses. But when we are firm and when we are convinced that this is something very important for you to follow, the nature itself will guide you. You will meet such people in life. And today we have so many alternatives. This was not like 10 years before.
Yeah,
10 years before.
We have restaurants, we have everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to fly tomorrow and I have already placed my order, a vegan meal. And this is now almost available in all the flights. There are so many vegan restaurants here in Hong Kong. I was so amazed.
Yeah.
So things have become very easy. There are so many people who believe in this cause. So I feel that yogic diet, or just that if you want to meditate and you want to learn about Vedas, or you want to teach, something in connection with the Vedas, this kind of a diet is very important.
Wow. I'm going to try doing that. It's not easy, I know. Like I said, I was forced to be a vegan. It wasn't a choice because of some health issues, and it wasn't easy. I did it, like you said, things come to you if you really want to do it. It wasn't easy, but I completely agree with everything that you said. And for health, of course, but above that, I think for compassion, I think it's terrible what is being done to
Absolutely,
cows.
We must stop it. We must really work
I cannot
hard
agree more on
and
that. Yes.
become the voice for these animals.
Totally agree on that. All right, Jeenal, I was going through some of the material that you use for workshops. I'd like to cover a topic which I found very interesting, which says mindful cooking, mindful eating, and getting your mind to be disciplined. I think I kind of understand, but I'm not too sure. I'm sure even our viewers would like to know more on that.
Sure.
How is it connected? Mindful eating, mindful cooking, and disciplining your mind.
So when we put in food in our body, it converts into energy, and this energy you can use for various things. You can use in order to go to office and work. You can use the same energy to raise your children. You can use the same energy to earn your livelihood. Okay, and for so many other things which are required. So we have to take care of the food that we are eating, how we are eating, how we are cooking, because all this will affect you at a deeper level. When you're cooking with a happy mind, with a peaceful mind, and when you're serving the same food to your loved ones, to your children, with that happy mind and a peaceful mind, that energy will be given through that food to your child. The child will feel it. Your loved ones will feel it. When you give to your own body, it will make an impact on your thoughts, on your intelligence, on your overall personality as well. Your thoughts will be influenced by that. But if you're cooking with a mind that is disturbed, and then you eat this food with a disturbed mind, it is going to invite diseases like high blood pressure. So many other issues can be resolved by just knowing how to eat, when to eat, with what kind of a mind to eat, and also being aware that you must cook this food with that happy, cheerful mind. Fine, today it's a world now of competition. You have to go earn your livelihood. You don't have time. People are, almost living on an edge.
Yeah.
It's very difficult, stressful life. So you have to eat out. You have to order a meal, and you have to accept it. But at least make a point to sit down on the table. If you are a family, sit together. Yeah. Pray before you eat. Be grateful for that food which is in your plate, and develop that attitude and bring that intention, and it will heal so many imbalances within your body and mind. So very important to have this higher awareness and to educate our children about this, because today if you see children suffering from obesity, hyperactive syndrome, ADD and various other symptoms or syndromes could be managed or cured just by teaching your child how to eat, what to eat, when to eat, teaching them these food ethics. So I feel that today in this modern society this is lacking. Okay? And this is what will help in building your child's character. So food is so intimately connected to yourself, to your mind, to your body, and this aspect should not be neglected in schools. In each and every school, university, colleges, the children and the teenagers should be educated about food and food ethics.
Wow. So if I have to ask you how to bring mindful eating in the children, what would you say?
First of all, teach the children not to waste food.
Yeah.
Tell them about the truth, that how many children today in this world are going to sleep hungry against their will. Have you ever slept hungry against your will? So many children in my country, in India today, are dying each and every day because they did not get enough food. This is the cause of their death. So educate your children about this, and they will be grateful about having food in their plate. Try to support the local farmers, the local companies. Try to be self-sustainable. If you have your own little garden, fine, grow your food. But if you don't have that, but at least support the local farmers. Support these organizations who are trying to save the seeds, because today everything is getting contaminated with chemicals, and we could save the seeds from dying because there's so many precious seeds. We are losing these seeds, so there are seed banks in the world. So try to support such organizations and farmers. So these are some of the points that you could follow. Okay? And yes, believe, have faith in your cause, and do it with confidence.
Yeah, I get that. On your last point, supporting the local farm, the only question that comes to my mind is, in families like ours, where we're born and brought up in India, we're more used to the Indian soil.
Right.
And now we come here. What do you think should be our choice? Going in for vegetables that are coming from India, or local vegetables, locally grown vegetables?
Well, the first choice should be local vegetables.
Okay. Even though our body is used to the Indian soil.
Well, I don't think there is so much of a difference. It's not only about the soil, but it's also about the altitude. It's also about how close we are to the equator. And Hong Kong is very much tropical as well.
It is.
I come from Mumbai, so the region around is very much tropical. So I see that there are a lot of similarities.
Absolutely.
And once you're over here and you have that intention, or you show that positivity, in your thoughts and life, the nature will help you to adapt, to the environment. So it's a process. You just need to be patient. And if you don't get the local vegetables, fine, then accept whatever is available, but at least don't waste food. Share food, eat with awareness. Whatever you can do, within your limits and resources, but at least try, at least have that intention. Don't give up so easily.
Jeenal, you have a lot of clients with a lot of problems, physical problems like postural disorder or diabetes or arthritis. You worked on
Addictions.
them. Yes. Is there any reference for Parkinson or diseases like these in yoga? Is there a natural remedy for that, or unfortunately?
Well, being a yoga therapist, first of all, being very honest and clear, we are not doctors.
Of course.
So we cannot say that we treat a disease,
Right.
but we can certainly help in the management of the disease. We can give the people, guidelines. We can also work along together with the doctor to give guidelines to their patients. Yeah. So diseases such as Parkinson's or even other diseases like cancer, or it could be asthma, diabetes, any disease. I feel from my experience, from the students that came to me and stayed with me in the ashram, and after following a vegan lifestyle along with some exercise, a little bit of meditation, but eating vegan, pure vegan food, no animal hormones, nothing coming from animal, no eggs, no fish, no meat, no milk, nothing. A pure vegan diet. It has helped people to cure various diseases, right from asthma. So, as I said, I would not say cure, but I couldn't help it. It cured. It cured their asthma. It cured certain psychosomatic issues that they were suffering from, also mental issues like anorexia, bulimia that we see in young girls and women. Also, third and fourth stage cancers as well.
Just by changing the diet
by
and lifestyle,
changing the
of course,
diet.
isn't it?
And today there are evidences, they're online, there are several vegan doctors propagating this diet because of its health benefit as well. There are several vegan doctors and environmentalists propagating this diet so that we could save this environment from global warming and other natural disasters. So there are scientists, there are doctors, there are environmentalists, there are people coming from various other backgrounds, all working together in order to spread education to follow a vegan lifestyle. So go online, research, follow these doctors. They are on YouTube, they're on Facebook, and get yourself educated so that you get motivated to follow this diet.
But you believe that even in diseases like Parkinson's or related things, a good diet or can...
Of course,
Yeah.
no doubt about it. If you are following a vegan diet, it will help. As I said, I will not promise that
Of course,
it will
I get
cure
that, yeah.
or treat, but with family support, love, along with that, a vegan diet will certainly bring so many changes within your body, within your mind. And this is something that I'm saying out of my personal experience with other people that I had, the clients that I trained, the students that came to me in the ashram. And when we started, we were very few people, and now there is a big community of vegan people together with us, and not only them, but their babies are born vegan, completely 100% vegan, healthy babies.
Yes.
So yes, go ahead and try. If you have anybody in your family suffering from any of these issues, ask them to try for a month. Give it a try and see the difference.
Wow. All right, now coming to one of the very popular questions, I'm sure everybody's waiting for me to ask you about Ayurvedic spices and herbs that can help us have a good skin, good hair, or something that would work with our hormonal changes. This question is very typical to Hong Kong because we have a very bad hair loss in Hong Kong. Everybody's cribbing about it.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
it is a problem. So I'm sure everybody's waiting for me to ask you about that. Can you tell us something? How
Okay.
can we use the herbs in...
Okay, so yeah, it's certainly a myth that high protein diet helps. But if everybody in Hong Kong or the other parts of the world are having a high protein diet, then how come their hair's getting scanty? No. So you must not be having scanty hair, because first of all, have food that is plant-based again, have lots of green vegetables, have lots of fruits, different colors and varieties of fruits. That's the first thing. Now, when it comes to herbs and spices, one of my favorite herb is turmeric. Okay, so use turmeric in your food daily, not really big amounts, but maybe in a day around a spoon of turmeric, and mix it with a little bit of black pepper in your curries.
Okay.
And it's going to really help you, not only your hair but also your skin, your eyesight, and all the other spices in Ayurveda that we have: cumin, coriander, we have turmeric, which I already shared, also cinnamon, cloves, sesame seeds, they are seeds. Then we have fenugreek seeds, there are other kind of seeds.
Also good for hair, I believe.
Yes, apart from it, mustard seeds, also excellent. So have all these spices on a daily basis or a regular basis, with abundance of green vegetables, fruits, with some grains, with some good quality beans, a little bit of chickpeas, and anyways in Hong Kong you have good amount of soy milk and tofu, also very good protein in it. If you study about soybean and tofu, if you have in small quantity, there is no problem at all. In fact, it helps to fight cancer as well. It's very good for your hair. And drink good amount of water, exercise, and one last thing, sleep well and be happy, and you'll have beautiful hair.
Let's try. Let's try that. All right. I have a couple of questions for the women viewers that we have here who are watching us. Is there any yoga that yoga as in physical yoga that you would recommend for fertility, if there are any issues with conceiving?
Yeah, today we see a lot of women with this issue because of the change in our lifestyle and food habits, and it is affecting our womb, the uterus, and our hormones. So change your lifestyle and food habits, and then as a tool you can use asanas to improve your fertility. So you must concentrate on the health of your ovum, that's your egg. So your eggs should be healthy as a woman or a man. So if you have healthy eggs, the rest of the things in your body, including your skin, your mind, your thoughts, all will be healthy. So to have healthy eggs, to improve fertility in your body, have an alkaline diet first of all. Apart from it, the asanas to help the women should be inversions, some inverted asanas, which will help drainage of the blood around your pelvic region as well. So any stagnation of blood, and not only blood but also emotions as well, because certain emotions, they create a blockage around your pelvis, and also sexual disorders, including fertility problems as well. So inversion could help at a mental level as well. But apart from it, any asanas which help in releasing any pelvic tension around the hips, and also helping in blood circulation around this region, because of the uterus and the fallopian tubes and the ovaries all situated so close around your utero-abdominal region. So anything that stretches and massages this region would help in balancing certain hormones like estrogen and progesterone, of course. So Paryankasana, Gaumukhasana, Bhadrasana. So Paryankasana is the ham's pose, or it might have different names depending on from which school you come. Cow's face pose, the cobbler's pose, or they call it sometimes as the butterfly pose or the throne pose. The fish pose is one of my favorite as well. The bow pose as well, which is called Dhanurbakrasana. It also helps your liver, apart from it your uterus as well. So all these asanas which massage, put some amount of pressure, helping in blood circulation around your pelvis, some leg elevation as well. So all these asanas would greatly help. Along with that, deep relaxation like Shavasana and some breathing exercises will further support your asana practice as well. And yes, a few ladies who were trying to conceive, they did the course at the ashram, or I helped them with their diet and exercises, and they were able to conceive and have babies.
That's such a happy news.
So nature has made women's body in such an intelligent way that if we take care of our body, we would be able, to have babies without issues. And those who can't, still you continue taking care of your body, and nature will then guide you. You can take care of other children, you can take care of so many people in this world. Yeah.
Absolutely, that's a beautiful thought. But is there any age, that Ayurveda, is it mentioned anywhere that there is a certain age that women should stick to for having babies? I'm asking you this question because there's a huge disparity between the age. If we look at, Indian women usually have babies very early, and there's always a fear that, before 30, oh my God, before 30, I'm 30. I've never seen it. Once I stepped out of India, nobody talks like that, and people are having babies at 40, 35. That's the age people start even thinking about it. So why do we have fixation with having babies so early? Is it mentioned anywhere, or?
Well, there are debates on this. There are different opinions and views. I've read a few things and a few books from various doctors, and also done my own research in my own way and have formed my opinions as well. The teenage years would be very sensitive for a woman to bear a child. Till 25, I think the woman should concentrate on her health, her studies, should also work on developing a mind that is clear, focused. So till 25, I wouldn't recommend the girls to have a baby, because that is your time. Give it to yourself. And then after having a good education and financial support for yourself, so that you could be independent. If you have a good partner, very good. That is also very much important. But today, nowadays, there are single women wanting to have babies, without their partners.
What do you have to say about that?
So, looking at the changes that have occurred, and also biologically and scientifically looking at a woman's body, we menstruate, until we are 48, 50. Some women even have their menstruation till 50, 52. If you take care of yourself, of your health, and you are menstruating, you have a healthy uterus, you can check your blood, you have good iron level, good hemoglobin, you feel healthy, then you could have a baby even if you're 45. That's fine. But if you feel sick and if you're unhealthy, if you have many issues in your body, then it could be even a 20-year-old girl. She would not be able to have a baby because of that. The body is weak because of the low immunity.
Sure.
So I feel till you have your hormones, estrogen and progesterone available, and you could have a baby. And today the women are independent in a good way. They have good careers and they are again financially independent. So by the time you're 30, 35 and 40, you're more stable, you're more confident. Why not? Go ahead and plan to have a baby. Nothing should go wrong if you do your yoga practice, if you eat a healthy diet, if you have a healthy diet, and if you have a healthy mindset, go ahead.
So basically it really depends on how you have maintained your body.
Right. Today the women are different, and we must respect that. And we must encourage women to have babies even if they're 30, 40s, 45. No problem about it.
Awesome. That brings me to the last question. The scariest word of this generation, cancer. What do we do? Everything leads to that. I mean, you Google for anything and you end up reading cancer.
Lots of answers.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I'm sure one of the answers is going to be vegan diet, and I'm all for it. Yeah. Anything else?
See, in an oxygenated environment, no disease can thrive. So you have to give your body the nutrition, and when I say nutrition, means it should be an oxygenated environment at a cellular level. Okay, and that will be provided by an alkaline diet.
Yeah.
So if you have an alkaline diet and you're exercising, each and every cell of your body will get oxygenated blood, and wherever your cells receiving good oxygenated blood and the essential nutrients, in that kind of a body, cancer cells cannot thrive. They will die, even if they want to multiply, and then you stop giving that white sugar or meat or anything that contains high acid, including alcohol, that changes the pH value of your blood from alkaline to acidic. You are encouraging cancer to grow in your body. So consume food that is alkaline in nature. In chemistry we have something as pH level. You can measure the pH level of your blood. So if your pH level is closer to acidic scale, then there are chances to have cancer. So try to take care of it, and I have given tips to the people about the vegan diet. So start having that same diet. Again, exercise, sleep well, take less stress, but you can do everything and still maybe you could have some diseases.
Correct.
But you tried, you did your best.
That makes a difference.
Yes.
I agree. All right. Again, I know I've already announced it was the last question, but I still have one question. If you could just quickly tell us an easy alkaline diet, what would that be? And on a daily basis, I mean, something simple which everybody can follow.
Of course, plant-based diet. Don't have white sugar
at all.
Try to have as less as possible. Don't have it every day.
Okay.
Some days fine, you have a gathering at home and you had a little sweet, that's fine, but then don't eat sugar, don't consume sugar on a daily basis. Our children have been having different synthetic juices, pastries and cakes loaded with sugar, and that is one of the cause of several diseases. So oil is also very, very industrialized, processed, full of bleach and other agents to clean and bleach the oil, which they do it at an industrial level. So avoid oil, or oily food. Have minimal oil and good quality oil. Like we have olive oil or groundnut oil, a little bit of mustard oil, sesame oil you get here in Hong Kong.
True.
Some good quality oil, not hydrogenated oil. Okay, and apart from it, as I said, exercise, eat lots of green vegetables. I'm keeping on repeating this again and again.
That's good.
Eat vegetables, eat fruits, avoid fried things. And again, eat in moderation. You don't want to eat away someone else's share of what they deserve. So you could have a party, but understand how much you want to spend, how much luxury you need, how much luxury you want. You must be very, very aware about the present economical, social situation, how many people are dying out of hunger. So have some ethics in life, related to food that can eradicate the hunger, poverty. Yes.
On that very beautiful thought, we will wrap this up. I'm sure you guys had a very good time. I'm sure you're going to take back a lot of things from what Jeenal just shared. Thank you so much for talking to us, Jeenal.
Thank you, Padmini.
Thanks a lot. And vegan diet, we're going to do it together. Thanks for watching us. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Bye-bye.